Have you ever felt as though you weren't good enough? That nothing that you do ever turns out right, no matter how hard you try? Do you worry about what others might think about you? So instead of trying to get that new job or asking someone you're attracted to out on a date, you just end up freezing. You do nothing. This can make you feel absolutely worthless, like a loser. You can end up crippled by worrying self-doubt, imposter syndrome, and an endless internal dialogue about how useless and stupid you are. Maybe it's because you've suffered setbacks in the past, or you were rejected by someone. Maybe you were cheated on, for an example, and still haven't gotten over it yet. Self-doubt and anxiety are feelings that most of us can encounter at some point in our lives. This can often feel overwhelming. But, however, there are plenty of strategies we can adopt to tackle these emotions head on. Today I'm going to share some practical tips that you can use to conquer self-doubt and anxiety. So first off, let's acknowledge what self-doubt and anxiety really are. Self-doubt sneaks in, and it can sneak in and make us question our abilities, our decisions, and our self-worth. It's that little nagging voice in our heads telling us that we aren't good enough. Anxiety, on the other hand, is a little more complex. It's like a feeling of unease, often accompanied by fears what might happen in the future. These two feelings together can easily go hand in hand, creating a vicious cycle that can be hard to break. Believe it or not, I've been battling negative self-talk about making this video. Thoughts about like, what's the point? No one is going to watch it anyways. And who wants to listen to you talk about this and that? They will probably just find it boring. These kind of thoughts pop into my mind. So, how do we combat these pesky companions? Here's the first tip. Tackle negative self-talk. You might not even realise you're doing it, but that inner critic can be relentless, absolutely relentless. Importantly, to combat this, when you notice these negative thoughts creeping in, try to reframe them in your mind. For example, if you catch yourself thinking, I can't do this, replace it with, I might not have done it before, but I have the ability to learn. I can do this. This change in mindset can significantly transform how you perceive these challenges. Next up, let's talk about setting realistic goals. It's all too easy to set ourselves up for failure by aiming too high, which only fuels our self-doubt. So instead, break those big goals down into smaller, more manageable tasks. For instance, if you're feeling anxious about a major presentation, focus on preparing just one section of it at a time. Just celebrate these small victories. They can build confidence and make the larger goal feel less daunting because you're breaking it down. For example, when I was in my 20s, I remember having lots of things in my life that I wanted to change. And to be honest, my life was a mess at the time, and I tried to fix everything all at once. And yes, you can imagine how that turned out. I was basically overwhelmed and never succeeded. I failed. So after constantly failing, I decided to then break down all those things in my life that I wanted to change for the better into a list. And then I chose the easiest, simplest thing to change on the list and only focused on the easiest thing until I succeeded. So trust me, the small wins, no matter how small, can give you that, it makes you feel good. It can make you that feel-good factor, and it gives you the confidence to tackle bigger challenges further down the road. So let's move on to the next tip. This might sound simple, but it can be incredibly powerful. Practice self-compassion. You've got to treat yourself with the same kindness you would extend to a friend who's struggling. When you find yourself in a tough spot, instead of berating yourself, putting yourself down, practice saying, it's okay to feel this way. I'm doing my best. This shift can provide you with the comfort and reassurance you need when self-doubt tries to take the reins. Also, remember that your best is going to be different depending on the day. Some days you've got loads of energy and you can take on the world and move mountains. Other days your energy might be lower, for example, and you can barely function and you're tired and everything feels like you're going nowhere. You can just get through the day, that's it. But that's okay. When it's like that, just get through the day, nothing more, and then see what tomorrow brings. Tomorrow's, like they say, tomorrow's another day. Moving on. So another useful approach is to stay connected with others. Remember, you're not alone in your struggles. Reach out to friends, family, or even support groups. Talking about your feelings can make a world of difference. Sharing your thoughts not only lightens the load, but it can also give you fresh perspectives on your situation. You might realise that the crazy thoughts swirling in your head are more common than you think. As the saying goes, a problem shared is a problem halved. So moving on. If you're the kind of person that enjoys keeping a journal, writing can be incredibly therapeutic. Putting your own thoughts down on paper allows you to process your feelings, and it can provide some more clarity. You might start by jotting down your anxious thoughts and then countering them with rational, more positive affirmations. This practice not only externalizes the anxiety, but it can also help you to keep track of your progress over time. You can go back to the journal. Incorporating mindfulness and meditation is another routine that can be a fantastic way to manage your anxiety and self-doubt. These practices can invite you to stay present and focus on the here and now, rather than worrying about what might go wrong in the future. There's a lot of apps out there and guided sessions available online that can make it easy to get started. Even for those who find it tough to sit still, just a few minutes each day to breathe deeply and calm your mind can make a significant impact on your overall anxiety levels. So moving on, next one is physical activity, which is another key player in managing anxiety. Exercise releases endorphins, those fabulous feel-good hormones, which can help lift your mood and make you feel better. You don't have to start running marathons. You can simply just start walking, dancing, or yoga. These things can energize your body and mind, but just use whatever works best for you. Not only will it improve your physical health, but it can also fortify your confidence as you notice that your body's becoming stronger and more capable. I like to imagine building muscles as my body armour. Exercising can massively reduce anxiety, and it really does increase your confidence. So moving on, next is time management. Can also play a vital role in reducing anxiety. When we feel overwhelmed, it's usually because we're trying too hard to juggle too much at once. Prioritise your tasks and break your day into manageable segments. Creating a simple to-do list can help you monitor what needs to be done, which can eliminate that anxious feeling of chaos. Lastly, remember it's absolutely okay to seek professional help. There's no shame in talking to a therapist or a coach who can offer guidance tailored to your specific needs. They can provide tools and techniques to help you face your self-doubt and anxiety with confidence. These people are experts and can be extremely useful. So, in summary, to summarise, self-doubt and anxiety may feel like unwelcome companions, but there are various strategies you can use to help you manage them. By reframing negative self-talk, setting realistic goals, practicing self-compassion, connecting with others, journal writing, incorporating mindfulness, staying active, managing time effectively, and considering professional help when needed, you can take back control of your thoughts and feelings. Remember, overcoming self-doubt and anxiety is a journey, not a race. Please be patient with yourself, and because it's not always easy, and celebrate every little victory that comes your way. You've got this. Remember, you've got this. If you want to watch more content like this, then just tap the subscribe button. I'm going to be releasing more videos in the releasing videos every week. So thank you for watching, and I will see you again. See you again soon. So thank you and goodbye.